I knew a girl, her name is Aubrey. Hey lolly lolly oh, she likes her juice and poppy. Hey lolly lolly oh.
My name's Aubrey, and this is a song my dad would sing to me. Music's always been something that's meant a lot to me, and I begged my dad to teach me chords on guitar. So he did. There's this old 1962 Martin guitar that's in my parents' living room. My grandpa's played it, my dad's played it, and now I'm playing it with my brothers. I wanted to know the stories behind it.
I was only about 12 years old, really, when I got interested in playing an instrument. I had access to the old big radio, and it was the one that would pick up WSM in Nashville, the Grand Ole Opry.
Another day and another transcribed meeting with Asher and Little Jimmy.
That's something that no one missed on Saturday night. I saw my uncle, I saw my brother, and I wanted to play too. So I just decided to sing and yodel.
Bells ringing, odelity, mockingbird singing, edelity, sleep my little lover, edelity, upon a summer's heat.
I learned to yodel when I would be working in the fields alone, because I guess I didn't I didn't want to make someone upset, because it was a little different than singing. I had friends that played country music, and one older fella, he had a Martin guitar. He just said to me one time, "Howard, would you be interested in buying that guitar? I'd like to sell it to you." I said, "Well, I don't know where I could afford it or not." And he said, "Well, I wouldn't charge you that much." So I managed to get the money together, and I purchased that guitar. It's one that it'll stay in the family for a long, long time.
Did you hear that? This is still the old original case. Whoop. There it is. Still in pretty good shape.
So what are some of your first memories of the guitar?
I started taking lessons at a place called Boulder Junction, and it was real close to Mom and Dad's house. I had a really good teacher, and since they all were bluegrass musicians, I learned how to fingerpick real well. Here I am, a 13-year-old kid, and I pop open this guitar case, and it's an older Martin. And amongst people like bluegrass musicians, they quickly appreciated what that was, and they asked me right away whose guitar that was, and I said it was my dad's. And a few weeks later, somebody at the guitar shop wanted to buy it off of my dad, and of course my dad said no. Something that he still cherished, and obviously he wanted to see me enjoy it as well. So you can't really put a price on something like that.
It ain't no joke, I'd like to buy the world a toke and teach the world to sing in perfect harmony and teach the world to shun the liars.
This is my dad singing in his cover band.
I always pictured myself being in a rock band. Of course, I played in a cover band. I don't know if that really counts. But you kids were always running around at my feet when I was practicing. You guys were all into it, so I bought a drum kit, bass, guitar with an amp, and a PA with microphones, and we set it all up in the basement, and you guys started to play classic rock.
We start with Scott, who is 13, Aubrey, who is 11, Zach, who is 10, and Ian, who is 6. It's been a hard day's night. I've been working after dawn. It's been a hard day's night. I've been sleeping after dawn. So when I get home to you.
Music's always meant something. I would write when I was upset, or I'd write about anything, really. tell your friends you're doing fine, even though you ache with pain, and try to turn back the clocks on your own, but you'll age. There's something about playing a guitar and realizing that you're not the only one in your family that's played it. It doesn't feel new and strange. This is something that can connect all of us together. You told me to believe in you. Silly me.
I know your dad's influenced all of you. He's got a love for music, and I knew that he'd benefit for having it. So that was why I decided to get rid of it before I ever passed on.
You know, you want to pass something on to your kids, so it's lots of memories, and you know, you can sit and think about who played that guitar before you and who played before that person, and the guitar travels around, right? It's a piece of each one of us.
There's life to it. You can pick something up and feel like someone's there, even though they're not.